Hi there, Camilla here, and welcome to my YouTube channel and blog. I am really sorry to be away from you guys for a little while, but I'm really busy with my 10-month-old son. He's a handful, but I'm learning along the way. But as you can see, I'm back with a new video, and there's gonna be a few more to come soon. And I hope you forgive me. So let's get started. As you can see, I've die cut a small panel using memory box cross-stitched frame dies. And I'm using some post-it notes to mask off the stitched edges. And in this video I'm going to show you 4 different cards. Actually 2 of them will be similar but just different color variations, and then the 2 different ones. I'm going to be using this W+9 mini stamp set. It's called Little Bits, and I'm going to use this full heart to stamp all along my front panel. And these are the ink pens I'll be using to stamp out my little hearts. And I think I skipped Wilted Violet in the end because I don't have much more space. And so I'm starting out by basically going in with the straight touching the ink pad and going in with the images. Sorry for my head. I also sped up the video a lot so that you can see the process. Because later on, after I stamp the hearts, I'm gonna go in with a wet brush and fill in the hearts so you get this watercolor look. And so I've created 2 cards using the same kind of technique. I went with cool and warm colors, so here will be the kind of cool ones because it's gonna be a lot of green, blues and purples, and the second one will be more like pinks, reds and so on. And of course this card is very easy to reproduce because you can use any stamp that you have. It doesn't have to be hearts. I actually made this video around Valentine's Day, and I thought I was very optimistic that I'm gonna post this video around 14th of February. 14th went and it was March, and then now it's April and I'm just doing it. So this is just something unpredictable when there's a little rascal running around. And as much as I wanted to show you the whole process from start to finish, I think I forgot to turn the camera back on, so you will not be able to see me color in these hearts towards the very end with water, but you'll get the idea, and then you're gonna also see the finished warm colored card later on. So after I stamped with distress inks, because this ink works perfectly with water, you can go in with your wet brush and kind of move the ink around. You cannot do this with dye inks. This is a very exceptional formula in distress ink, so keep that in mind if you want to reproduce this card. You definitely should use distress ink. Or there's, I think, a few different brands that have a similar formula that you can use as watercolor, so just check those out. And you saw a little earlier the color combination I used for the second card. And now I'm gonna create my bows for the cards. I used Little Inkers bow die, and I'm gonna go in here with 2 distress inks, the pink, which was worn lipstick, and then for the blue I use Salty Ocean, and I cover the bows from both back and front. I'm gonna use my pencil to curve the edges of that die, and I'm gonna just put it on the white back of that bow. I used some Tombow Mono to put together my bows, and to finish off my cards I used similar pink and teal card bases and added another white panel with the same memory box die set. And now for the other 2 cards, I also prepared my card front, which is, by the way, Nina Solar White, and I'm going to be using this time some dye inks. It's Memento dye inks, and I'm going to just stamp images from the Paper Smooches stamp set Blossoming Buds, and I decided on the completely white bow, and I put that in a center to know how to go around with my florals. And I'm using this little flower because in the set there's 3 similar flowers, so I wanted to use all 3 of them. They do come in 3 different sizes, I forget to add. So I'm using warm colors at the bottom, I'm using yellow, orange, and red. And I'm gonna list all the names of ink pads in my blog post and maybe even at the bottom of this video. And on the other side I'm using blue, purple, and pink. And so I made the center of the card kind of warm colors, so pinks and red, so that they work together, because I wanted to add those little flowers, as you can see now, and they're gonna kind of mix together, so I didn't want them to clash. And after I was done with all the stamping, I adhered my bow, and now I'm gonna fill in the centers of some of the flowers using Nouveau crystal drops in color Dandelion Yellow. I think it's a wonderful product. I really love the consistency and how easy it is to add those dots. And after that I made another panel using just the medium flower, and I went in kind of a rainbow order, and now I'm gonna use the crystal drops on every second flower. And I just loved creating this panel. I really loved how these crystal drops go onto the paper and how easy it is to make these little drops. And to be honest, at the beginning I wasn't sure what I'm gonna do here, but I just enjoyed adding those dots so much. I had so much fun that I went all the way. I filled in every second flower on this panel. And it's got a lot of texture. I love when it dried, how nice it was to touch. My son loved touching that card actually, because it was, you know, it sticks out of the paper and it's interesting and nice to touch. So he enjoyed it too. And after I just basically popped that busy card front on the nice green, springy green card base, and I stamped Sending Hugs using a VersaFine black onyx ink, as the card base was a little bit textured, and the stamp is from Happy Little Stamper stamp set. And then this card I also popped on some teal card base, and I added some white thin border using my white gel pen. And that finishes the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. I also hope you got inspired to create some fun, colorful spring cards. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll catch you again soon with a new card making video. Bye!